this is a sub-question to the Grokking. I understand you were talking about grokking things or people.
Yes.
And I think we just talked about that it's possible to grok an attitude. Like
Oh, sure. You can grok
as a
anything.
defense, if I was being attacked, I can become so much aloha that
Wonder Woman.
I couldn't
Or
be hurt
that's
whatever.
right, or
Yeah.
so loving. I remember a friend of mine, a long time ago, this was in the 60s, and he told me about a friend of his who was a girl in New York, and he was very worried about her because she was wearing, one of those skimpy granny outfits, and she would wander any place she wanted to in New York, and he told her, to be careful, there's muggers, and there's, even in the 60s, there were just bad stuff. And she says, oh, my aura will protect me. And she didn't mean that she had a shield. She had an aura of such love. And so she was walking down one time, he decided to follow her to make sure she didn't get into trouble. And as he followed her, he told me that he just could hardly believe his eyes, because she would go into the most dangerous areas. She would walk up to the toughest looking kinds of guys, and they'd be smiling and laughing and talking with her, and she'd just go like a butterfly from there to another place and another place, because she had no fear. There was nothing to attract anybody's fearful intentions. Okay? So, yeah, you can tune into a particular attitude and learn that and apply that to any area of life. Using a role model is a good way to do it. I've used James Bond and John Wayne on many an occasion, okay? Very helpful. The attunement method. It's going to sound so simple. That's one of the problems with teaching this knowledge, okay? Because the actual doing of the stuff is really simple. Giving yourself permission to do it, that's the hard part. But you use your imagination. You use your imagination to imagine the pattern or the attributes of the pattern, and you use your imagination to imagine yourself feeling that and being that.
What pattern would this be? Sorry to interrupt you.
Excuse me?
You said the pattern. Are we talking about?
Doesn't matter. Like for instance, when I used John Wayne one time, when I was in a situation riding a horse and had forgotten all about how to ride a horse. It had been a very long time since I had ridden one. And I had to do something very fast or I was going to get bucked off that horse and made full of embarrassment very quickly. So at any rate, I thought of all kinds of different things that I might do, and I decided to grok John Wayne. So what I did was, rapidly through my mind, I allowed my mind to scan all kinds of movies that I had seen of John Wayne. I told my body, be like John Wayne.
Sort of programming, really.
Not programming away, because it didn't take any time. I just said, be that. See? Programming is more like working at it. Okay, this was not working at it. My body has all the memories of John Wayne. I said, okay, be John Wayne. And immediately my posture changed. Immediately the horse reacted to me differently. And a few moments later when we galloped, I was John Wayne galloping. Okay?
So there was a creation of.
There was a change in me, moving as close as was possible for me at the time to the pattern that I knew of as John Wayne. Now, in order to move into a pattern, the more you know about the pattern, the easier it is to do it.
So
See?
let's say that you were going to give some hands-on healing to someone who was sick.
Okay.
You needed to enter a state of attunement to bring about.
Oh, well, you don't have to, but if you wanted to,
You wanted to.
if you wanted to, then imagining someone that you knew of or thought of as a magnificent healer.
Right.
And let that healer be you while you're doing the healing. That would help a lot.
That's great.
Sure.